Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy Pete with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Slap Happy Gorilla, Daddy P. We back at you. Hey, look, man. It's hard not to talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, man. It's still a buzz around that fight. Hey, but I'm finally migrating away. Listen, it's other great fights on the horizon. And this one, man, look, I hope everything works out. Listen, Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez at 168 pounds is as good a fight as we've been getting all year. Y'all know that David Benavidez has come off a win against Caleb Plant, who is a former 168-pound champion. Listen, hey, David Benavidez has held the WBC twice in the 168-pound division, and he lost it twice to things that were outside of the ring. So he has never lost a fight. He's 27-0, 27-0, but he has lost his belt on the scale due to other activities. And one time it was cocaine abuse. He failed a drug test, and it wasn't from performance enhancing drugs. It was cocaine. So he's never lost a fight. 27-0, 23 knockouts. He never lost his belt except on the scale and due to drug abuse. So he missed weight for one of his world championship fights, and that's what caused him to lose his belt on the other occasion. So like I say, he had that WBC twice. And that's why, man, this guy really been on the run after Canelo Alvarez, because the last time he lost his belt, Canelo Alvarez came into the division and fought for his vacant title. And he's always wanted the opportunity to fight for it back. I'm not sure if Canelo Alvarez is going to give him that opportunity or not. Canelo Alvarez has his own fight with Jermell Charlo coming up at the end of September. But this fight between Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez is still not finalized. And I've been seeing this fight brewing, but I didn't know if it was just gossip or if it had some truth to it. But I did see it on ESPN page. Mike Carpenter had a story about it, so I felt like it was kind of credible. So I went ahead and kind of dove into it a little bit. But from the looks of it, man, we could be getting that fight in October. And I'm really hoping for that fight, man. Demetrius Andrade, he's 32-0, but he haven't lost a fight, but he's never had that, like you would say, I guess, career defining fight, Those fights always seem to elude him. Like I say, he's 32-0 with 19 KOs. He is a 2-weight class world champion. So he's won a championship at 154. He's also won a championship at 160. And if he's able to secure this fight with David Benavidez, who knows? He could probably be in the running to go up for a title at 168. And so I don't know, man. Demetrius Andrade, his career has been riddled with bad decisions, as far as business-wise, bad business decisions. He's let some fights elude him. He's backed out of fights at the last minute. He's had promotional issues, and that's what caused him to back out of one of the fights. He was supposed to fight one of the Charlo brothers. I believe he was the one that was supposed to fight Jermell at one point. And then it was always talked about him and Jamal fighting. That was something that a lot of people would speak about in the media. But he was actually in serious talks to face Jermell Charlo at one point and end up backing out. He had some promotional issues. He was in the middle of trying to change companies and all of that. So, man, then he went over to the Zone for a while. I don't blame him for that. You get punched in the face for a living, you want to make some money. So he went over to the Zone a little bit, made him some money. But he has still been looking for those career-defining fights, fighting somebody elite, fighting somebody to make his career seem credible. He was a highly decorated amateur. He represented the United States in the Olympics in 2008. In a lot of those games, he's won I think it was Golden Gloves, Nationals. He had a decorated amateur career. Lesson. He came into the pro ranks, kind of like a guy that you would say is like a blue chipper. Like he was just expected to do a lot professionally. Once he became a professional, a lot of people thought his career was going somewhere. But like I say, man, it's just those bad decisions, I guess, business decisions and, different things happening to the point where those big fights always seem to elude him. And I really hope that, for his sake, he's getting, he's getting up there. I think he's 35 now? And, I hope this is a step in the right direction for him. Most definitely one of the hottest fighters in the game right now is David Benavidez. So, you fight David Benavidez. If you're successful, your career could definitely change for the better. So, hey, I ain't mad at it, y'all. I think it could be a very good matchup. Demetrius Andrade is very skilled, highly skilled guy, technical type of fighter. He is a southpaw. So, you're going to get that premium output from him. And it's yet to be seen how he would fare against a volume puncher like David Benavidez. David Benavidez is very powerful. I've said this on occasions. I could see him definitely campaigning at 175 light heavyweight. But he's campaigning right there at 168. So he is, you would probably say, the bigger, stronger, or sturdier guy, because he's been up in higher weight classes a little faster. Demetrius Andrade started at I guess you'll say, a lower weight in his career. So that's usually how people assess who's the bigger guy. So, but none of that matters, man. If this fight get made, this will be another banger for 2023. So, I'm excited for us, about to get that fight. And like I say, I really hope that fight comes through. So, but anyway, man, if you would, tell me what y'all think about it, man. If you know anything about Demetrius Andrade, he is a skilled fighter. But how will he fare against a volume puncher like David Benavidez, who would, I guess you would say, man, has advantages as far as being the bigger, stronger guy. Also, David Benavidez is, I know that Demetrius Andrade is listed at 6 foot even and has a 73.5-inch arm reach. And David Benavidez is listed at 6'2" and has a 74.5-inch arm reach. So, he has some slight advantages as far as reach and height. But they're not so much that it's like a big disparity. The height, yeah, he a couple inches, but, that arm reach is not too much different. So I think it'd be a good fight all in all. Both guys have a skill associated with them. And they would be going for that WBC interim title, which is held by David Benavidez. So, it is some high stakes there. Demetrius Andrade has always talked about fighting Canelo Alvarez. So they have that in common. So they're going to be fighting with that in mind. Both guys want to fight Canelo Alvarez. And that WBC interim title can get you there quicker than anything else. As far as right now, that's like you'll be whoever win will be the next guy up to fight, for that WBC strap by being that interim, belt holder. But anyway, like I say, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. This is Daddy P. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time it goes down. This is Daddy P. I'm up and out.